message the phone now? Or you still got a black edge on the left and right?
Hold on.
I know it's not up yet. Getting there.
I touched my phone and these two went off. Excuse me. I have magic powers. I have magic powers. And I echo.
You're suffering from the same problem I am.
The dropsies.
I've had that all day.
What, a 30-second delay?
There.
It went quiet.
Don't forget to shake well.
Shaken, not stirred.
Oh, don't do that. I just ate.
You got a problem over there? So, at this juncture, we have Dr. Nick and Max are in their hotel rooms.
Hopefully in separate hotel rooms.
Yes. You're even on different floors, we established before. So, don't worry about it.
Really? I can't do
So,
that.
Buttons on your underwear.
give me both your speeds.
Okay, here's my speed.
I don't want to have to read it, I'm too lazy.
5.
And Nick,
6.
he's a quick duck. He'll never make money like that. And I would ask Phil or Garrett, but he doesn't matter anymore.
He's been kidnapped.
Now,
You're
what's your speed, Garrett?
Wait, we're supposed to draw cards?
Draw your 5, Moxie. Not on the speed, I just wanted to get the raw number to begin with.
5.
Okay. Yeah, that should be good. I'll make sure I didn't accidentally grab a pinnacle setting, or pinnacle? Pinnacle. Remember, Bill gets a gas mask.
I'm pretty sure we can make him a Darth Vader one.
Here.
Got one in my pocket.
Everyone should have one in their pocket. So,
I am from Attack on Titan.
first question is...
I will eat you.
Only one person saw what happened to Garrett.
And he's not here.
That's right.
Oswald, couple bucks.
He saw you disappear and then went back to bed.
Don't do that. You might give yourself a headache or even worse.
Although, I will give you guys both, for sake of moving the game along, a perception check. Or no, well, we're going to do like a socialization check. Charisma. 10 would be minimum. 12 is like the first level of success.
I did not make it.
Okay?
I got a 1.
Okay, plus your charisma.
5.
So you got a 6.
No, I got a 5.
5 total? Okay.
Yes.
Got it. How about you?
Excuse me.
Mikey Poo Poo?
13.
13.
14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 20, I win.
Well, as you're coming down for breakfast in the mornings, in every one of them, but just this one specifically, Max already is down there getting breakfast, sitting at the table. Max doesn't wait for anyone for breakfast. While you, on the way down, someone mentioned that your friend's missing from his room. Did he? We didn't see him come down for breakfast. Do you know if he had plans or what was? Will he be back this evening, or should we clean his room out?
As far as I know, he was there last night.
Okay. Well, that happens. Maybe he got drunk somewhere. We'll leave it open for now.
You just can't resist those prostitutes.
But we don't know if it was a female or a male this time.
Could be. You never know.
Transvestite,
I mean, he's
maybe?
not going to go see your mother every time.
Oh!
It was your brother!
Or John.
He charges more. So,
Or John.
do you remember enough to... Well, first of all, you get down there. He's gone. You remember what last time you were playing happened, right? Remember?
Yeah, the one vampire was killed. I remember he was killed.
But you weren't here when they went back into the tunnels.
No,
Okay.
I was not here for that.
But you would help check everything but the tunnels.
Yes.
Okay. Now, do you remember what your character did last time? And do you want to tell him anything or say anything while eating breakfast?
I don't remember.
Okay.
Quick lightning bolt.
So, do an intelligence pull on an 8 for a minimal effect.
9, 10, 11,
Because I should get my cards.
20.
Good job. You do remember him and Oswald were spouting off some nonsense about vampires.
Excuse me.
And they were going to take care of, and they killed a bunch of them too. Last night, they killed like 3 of them. That's what they said. Now, you still stand where you do on it. You believe in a mystical planet, or city of Mu, on a missing island, but you don't believe in vampires. Dead people just don't walk around. I like your cards.
Thanks for sharing your cards with us.
I don't know what I'm going to do with them.
But that is something you have to work out. We're not going to tell you. So, you get nothing done there. You could be like, I need it. Oh, wait, I ate those cards.
Well, they're not, rice paper or sugar paper, so...
So, we can start off with saying, you might be able to assume, possibly, his disappearance could be linked to your current attacks in your own rooms and vampire killing, and then he informed you that they've been killing more vampires since then.
Fun.
You want a hat? I thought you'd pull a foxing up to your head and put a hat on to keep it on. Everyone smells?
Yes, everyone
Say-
smells.
St. Ives? That's what I heard.
Everyone smells St. Ives.
Yes.
Mm.
You're like, what the hell's going on in this game? You're just yelling out random words. I thought they would use sentences at least.
Jackdaw.
Now, to represent your guys' drunkenness last night, you must only speak using every other word. No. Right down your sandwich now. Okay, so what are you guys going to do this evening? Garrett is missing.
I guess we go look for him.
You could also, I will allow you guys to NPC talk with Oswald. If you want more information. Just a
Excuse
little
me.
bit more information, not much.
In his room still.
Yeah. I mean, now you've had breakfast brought up.
I go pound on the door.
Okay.
Oh, that like a cop.
Told you no one's cleaning my room today!
Boom. Boom. It's the feds. Open up.
Let me go!
Are you yelling at me, or what are you doing?
I'd say, hey, it's me. Open up.
Who's he?
Hammond, where were you yesterday when we were looking for you?
Drunk.
What do you want?
Information. Possibly if you know where Garrett is.
Oh, they took him. Apparently they grabbed him, they jumped out the window, landed down below, and headed in the direction of the tunnels.
And you couldn't wake anybody to say anything?
I ain't coming out of this room. There's vampires out there. Make a perception check.
I'm gonna die.
13.
Good enough. You notice, while looking at the door, apparently there's little pieces of nails coming through the wood by the door. Like he may have nailed his door closed.
Chicken shit. And I walk away.
Okay. Ain't gonna come out and deal with vampires.
Well, that just means that we meet a vampire slave girl, you're SOL.
He said, but I'm a man. Not a slave girl, vampire, or any of that.
I said if we run into one.
Oh, no, that's all right.
I call first dibs!
So, what are the plans? How will you address this issue? It is, Max, draw a random card. Or I could. Should I? I don't know. So, it's 2 in the evening. So it's definitely not going to be 2 in the morning. She had breakfast.
So,
2 in the evening.
June afternoon?
Yeah.
Excuse
But
me.
it's... So. The later 2, not the earlier 2. So, what are you guys doing?
Well, they're probably asleep right now. We could probably go down there and fuck some shit up.
Lead the way, Mr. I believe in vampire.
After all the shit you've seen, you're still skeptical?
Eggs.
Bear cub, right nostril.
Yeah,
Man.
problem.
Let's see, eggs. The
Well-
statues, lions. Okay.
You're the one who piloted the boat last time, right?
No,
Who piloted the boat?
she was.
Well, and then how about when she wasn't here? It was just you 2.
Me.
Did you? Okay.
I got a vehicle skill with a 1 on it, so.
Well, and he doesn't have any.
Yeah.
So. Remember when you guys had to go back or across and fix the Tesla towers?
Yes.
I think we did it out his strength.
Ah.
But I got a vehicle skill that I can utilize.
Okay. So, go ahead and vehicle weight roll or draw or mox yourself into at least an 8.
Hit me with the spider dildo.
That's far from a dildo. So you've been looking at the wrong shapes.
Oh my god. Any problems there, Bill?
Well,
8.
8's what you got?
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys have crossed the river again. Some days have to invent a steamboat to do this with you. And you're back at the tunnels where you found they were hiding last time. So,
I'm all tied up and nowhere to go.
now, since we have you there, we're going to go back to you, Mr. Garrett. Make a roll. A roll. Yeah. I gotta find it. I always forget to keep out a character sheet, so I want to reference the stats on. There's too many games. No, not really. Oh, we're gonna go more and more with other stuff soon too. VR games and explorations. Okay.
Excuse me.
Bill needs, or Garrett needs an endurance check. You at least need an 8.
13.
Okay, you wake up after a while. You're tied up to what best can be described is the bottom end of, like, if you flip a box springs over, well, that's against the wall, and you're tied to it. In the room, you see, was it John that was picking on you?
I think that's...
John or Bob? There's one or the other, whichever it was. We'll assume you were being picked on by John from this point. It doesn't change anything. They're both pretty much similar stats. So, Bob is the other full-grown male. They're arguing for a bit. Make a perception check to see if you can hear how the battle went. You want an 8, or how that argument went.
Perception on the opposite side.
7?
6.
6 total. No. Finally, John kind of like, fine, and walks off. Heads back out, one of the tunnels. There's the room that you're in.
You know when she comes back, I'm gonna do that.
Has a big old, like, tunnel space. An opening here, rough cut stuff. You see, like, occasionally some, like, old style walls here and there. Or, like, only on one side, actually. But up here is kind of, it's a terrace. Like a second floor used to be up here. With a cave up here that just goes, it looks like it's just a room from where you are. You're down here. Chained up. Or tied up to the bed springs. All kinds of fun. Not really. It's leaning at an angle. And then those two guys were arguing over here. And then, now make another perception check. Again, an 8 for minimal.
Got the perception. 14.
Okay. There's a lady, or maybe like barely a child, real thin, like pale white skin, on a chair across the room, like a lounge chair, kind of like leaning on one side of it, kind of like looking like she's passed out tired, but she moves occasionally. She tries to get up, but then she's actually chained to the chair. So she forgets and then she falls back down.
Is she a vampire or is she a human?
You don't know. Not from here.
Just tied up, huh?
Yep. Actually, no, she's chained.
Come on, but me, I'm just tied up.
You're just tied up. Now, Bob then, the one that remained in here.
Better operated weapon.
Yes. Is calling for Dean. For Dean.
Huh?
Winchester?
Where's the other name? Give me some. I had the other names here. Where'd you guys go? We'll go with Sarah and Wilhelmina. I need those names for this. So, you hear a voice yell, female voice, says he'll be ready in a minute. Hold on. Bob's like, well, we got the one he asked for, and well, now we got an extra. We don't even need any more. He's pointing at the girl in the seat. So, Dean finally comes out. He's a bigger, healthier man. Apparently this guy's boss, so this is the boss guy that's been in charge of them all. The guy leaps up here, and him and Dean and Wilhelmina, female, are up there talking. Perception check, see if you can hear what it's about this time. You need 8 or better.
Perception.
Yep.
Need a what?
8 or better.
9.
Okay. Well, what they're arguing about, on one part, is you. The issue with you has to do with, they're not sure if you were sent to kill the other two.
I think Lisa has an issue with me.
Wilbur and, what was her name, the girl?
The one that wanted to
Wilbur and Alice. Wilhelmina says, well, they weren't serious about really joining us anyways, so they were like plotting to escape before they even got killed. So it's no great loss to us on that one. And if they're not around because they wouldn't even drink live blood or, attack anyone and kill them, we don't need the blood doll anymore. Referring to the girl on the seat over there. So, everyone else hunts on their own. Even Sarah, especially after, her friends were killed. So, and I personally don't see why the Count would even ally himself with a human. So, I think we just kill him, kill her, give up the stupid idea of talking to the Count. and move back out to the prairie, I think in the Oregon Territory. So, that's the discussion you get basically from where you are. They're saying what to do with you, because if you are loyal to him, then they could use you as a bargaining chip. If you're not loyal to him, well, John said he was pretty strong, so, you know, maybe he'd make a good replacement. He looks like he used to be a soldier. Sure, he's seen enough of his own bloodshed here and there. Think we could get him?
To turn?
Yeah. But Wilhelmina's like, I don't even think we need any more. Personally, I wish he'd killed Sarah when he killed the other two. They were all plotting to get out of here. They just weren't cut out of the same metal. They are too much of the modern society. So, you kind of notice that Dean seems to have kind of a, like colonial look to him.
Pretty old, man. Huh?
Yeah. While Wilhelmina and some of the others have more of, well, especially Bob is in a Confederate uniform.
That's pretty old.
Yeah. Well, not as old as Colonial.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Looks like they span from the start of the country and up.
She was out on the prairies. Well, his families didn't make it through the winter one time. Someone saved him.
This is not the daughter.
Not all of them.
I'm gonna look around and see if there's any weapons I can get a hold of.
Look around the room.
Yeah.
Make a perception 12.
Perception.
Now, we're talking besides clubs. Because there's anything you hit anyone with.
Let's see. 5, 6, 7, 8.
Nope. All you see is just, regular weapons you could like grab in the room and use to hit things, but nothing. You still know that your best chance was the wood stake apparently anyway, so. And there is a fire that's in this wall here, where there used to be a little alcove, next to the lady over here. Apparently trying to keep her a little warm. Remember the lady that shot at you guys? She comes into the room. She comes over and comes over to the girl sitting in the chair, and then takes out a razor, straight razor, and cuts her wrist a little bit, drains out some blood, wraps it up again, fills a cup, actually more like a mason jar. Good ounce out of her. She goes back to sleep.
I would too.
And she goes in and takes a hypodermic and like shoots her up with it.
It's like a drug to them.
So, you didn't see any weapons. What do you want to do?
Are there any wooden chairs or anything in
Oh
there?
yeah, well, any furniture is gonna have wood in it. Real wood.
Let's see if I can get enough strength to break myself loose.
Well, the lady that Sarah.
Mhm.
She's done, gets the blood,
Sorry.
shoots her up, and then is looking at you right now. And comes walking over to you. Did you want to try to escape now? Or just lay there?
I'm gonna try and break loose.
Okay. Strength roll versus a 5+. Ah, damn you.
hate it when that happens, don't you? Another one?
Yes.
Well, now you don't have to worry about them anymore.
Well, they're actually a good thing, because that one's when I run out. I don't use them often enough anyways, I forget. I use them mostly just for bosses. They have more to lose. Okay. So, 5, which is the material, plus what I draw is the amount of skill they have.
6.
Apparently she didn't tie it too well. Yeah.
So I gotta be at a 6.
Yep.
My strength is 6 already.
So,
8.
okay. You break free in front of her. We're gonna say, what's your speed?
5.
Okay, draw a card or lay down a card if you want to be quick. I gotta move quicker than you though, so.
11.
11. Okay. I have a speed of 11. Plus 7, it's 18. She moves fast.
Of course, you got good speed.
Oh yeah, she's a vampire. Luckily she's got less strength. She's gonna go. They open this up to the unarmed. Unarmed. I'll give her. Well, no, I'm not gonna give her anything. What do I need to hit you?
What?
What's your defense?
Defense. 8, 17.
Nope. She went to grab you, but missed. What do you do?
See if I can snap her neck.
Okay. Unarmed attack. Do you have any bonuses for unarmed combat?
It'll be right here.
Yeah.
I know. Unarmed. I got a 6.
For unarmed? Okay, go. You need a 15 to hit her, a 31 for a critical. 31 would be trying to snap her neck.
So I need a 13.
31.
No, 15 to hit.
13.
15 to hit. 31 for a critical.
I'm going to be able to get that, so.
Not unless you get extremely lucky and had nothing but face cards.
Alright, so I gotta make 6.
You decided to break out in front of
6.
4 of them.
7, 8, 9. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
Okay. So you hit. What's the last card?
Heart.
Heart.
And 8.
That's a -1. What's your strength?
Strength is a 6.
So it's 5 points damage. Actually, so it's -4. They have a natural defensive rating. So, now we have perception for Dean. Because he notices 19. He notices what's going on. So, you're the kind of defensive one going on here, so you do a speed check first. Speed plus whatever to give you the highest number possible, and you get to go unless I can beat you.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
Okay. And then for Sarah. No. So, he goes first. And he jumps down here. Put Sarah right there. Not quite still within reach of you, though. You get to go, and then Sarah goes. You hit her again? Or you try to break her, or what do you want to do?
On the girl that...
The girl in front of you?
The first one?
Yes.
I'm going to try and snap her neck. I finish snapping her neck.
Go
That's 1 off of my strength, or...
What'd you roll? That's a 1 plus your unarmed combat skill. You said it was 6.
Yeah.
So that's a 7.
So Jack...
No.
3.
9. So you didn't even hit her.
She's moving around too much.
Yeah. She just want to get hit. You killed her friends.
That's what I do.
So... So she tries to hit. And she does 4 clubs. Four points. What's your endurance? I should have said at the beginning.
Endurance. 6.
Okay, that's your current hit points right now. Because you got knocked out before. So you have 6 points. You just lost, I said 4.
Mm-hmm.
You have a DR minus of 1 though, so you lost 3 points.
So I'm 3.
She smacked you. No, actually, she clawed you.
Ow.
Her claws aren't as big as his.
Nice. Crash.
He seems much more bestial as he's leaping across here at you, although doesn't really shape change or anything. He just... So, next round, for him, he has a speed of 11. You need to beat a 21 to move before he does.
Speed?
Yep. Otherwise, I'm gonna punch you. I'm gonna punch you real hard.
13,
Knock your ass out.
16.
16?
Yeah.
21.
I couldn't get anywhere.
Nope. Let's see if he hits you.
Probably.
7? Oh, no, he's just gonna use his melee skill, not his claws. 3, 4, 5. You're squirreling around.
I'm moving too quick.
Yep. He missed you. What do you do?
See if I got enough strength I can push in and pull out his heart.
Push in what?
Rip out his heart.
With just your hands?
Yeah.
Are you going to be sitting there the whole time going, Kalima!
Maybe.
Kalima!
Off of my speed, strength.
If you're trying to attack physically, it's just off your unarmed, which as you said was 6.
Yeah, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
You couldn't even hit him. You needed 15 to hit him.
Damn it. Missed it by
Yes.
that much. Really?
Yep.
6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Did she crit you? Or did she hit you?
What's your defense?
8 and 17.
Ah, damn. She shot you.
Ow.
5 points. So you're out by -2. Make a quick perception check.
Perception.
Yep.
Get shot.
5, 6, 7, 8.
Okay. As you're passing out, trying to stay conscious because your life depends on it, it seems. You see, he's chastising her for shooting you because we still don't know if we need him alive. So get to bandaging that. I'll let you know by tomorrow morning what we need. Or at least by tomorrow night, I should say. Tomorrow morning we'll be sleeping.
I have an idea for a video I want to do tomorrow.
Okay. We have one. With VR. Lady with big old breasts running around. And then being chased by a bunch of babies. Just run through a scene like someplace. Just where other players are running around. See how quickly they catch on to the babies that are after lunch.
Yeah. Big mummy milkers!
Just go running through. They're trying to suck me! Watch them all be like, huh? Babies come running after you.
Yep.
Like, somebody's gonna be the smart at. Oh!
I don't know if this is just the natural order of things or what.
They're after my big mummy milkers!
Oh, the other one's name is Jane.
Jane Goodall?
Oh. That's right. Hold on. I think I may have been wrong on something.
Uh-oh.
Huh? Huh? Huh?
Oh, trust
Okay.
me.
I have to mark off the ones that are dead.
I heard about it.
So, you guys come in
Oh, that's what it is.
later on. You guys, well, I need a perception 16. Because none of you guys know where they went last time. So, you're back to trying to find where their lair is on your own.
16.
Woohoo! You find an area where you find like a bunch of
Are you having fun?
15, missed it by 1.
okay. You kind of got close and then took a left turn. Started walking off the wrong way. As Max took a right turn and walked into a room that had like 4 coffins in it. One's like busted open. They're all busted open, but one looks more like something happened there.
I'm gonna get his attention.
Okay.
Hey,
What?
here.
Freeway.
No. There might be a little bit left from when feeding occurred, but for the most part, no, because theirs didn't stay. Theirs disappeared. Oh, there is some blood by the door, but that's it. But the place looks like it was busted up, and there's some bones in the box that you see that all the trouble's in. It's like halfway. It's like old bones. It looks like 30 years old maybe. Which means there's also bones on the ground by that blood splatter. Looks like a small girl.
Oh, we can definitely rule out the fact that that's Gary.
She was actually a
Girly
little
girl?
girl in disguise.
Girly girl.
With stilts.
That's how he served in the military. Okay. So, both of you guys check this room and see if you can find clues to where to go from this point.
Burner and Moxie.
Burn a Moxie.
Master Detective.
What'd you get? 10 plus.
Perception or intelligence?
Perception.
16.
Okay. You both find out. It looks like. Quit that. It's making noise. If I'm not allowed to click things, you're not allowed to beat on things. Actually, looks like if you move two of the boxes, there's a crawl space in the wall. It looks like it's been heavily used.
And yet, I'm the one that had.
I have a diet.
Okay.
Oh, she's not doing something.
Hey,
Break.
how about what we're doing? He's looking at the hole in the wall.
How big is it?
Big enough to crawl through.
You want to go first, or should I?
Go on,
wait.
Vampire Boy.
Have you had beans?
Yes, I have.
You're staying in the back. So you fart garlic, they can, run away.
It's all part of the plan, you see. So, perception. Well, actually, you found the location. You go on walking through. Crawls for a while, then comes out on the other side. You are in a tunnel.
Okay.
And looking at the walls, both of you go for a 10 perception.
Yeah, no.
Okay, well, we'll check in a little while with the, see how well Max did. It's not vital, but, it's interesting information.
9.
9? That's a 10, right? Or did I?
You said 10, I got a 9.
Okay, just double checking, making sure. So it's going a little bit above average, which is 8. Okay. Well, it was just a little bit of additional information, but you're in a hallway. Do you want to go left or right? Or, well, I'm going to give you, because you also spent your detective thing and she made it without it anyways, give you a little bonus. There's more traffic heading one direction than the other. Traffic is heading to the left.
We go to the left.
Okay? You walk into this room. You described it earlier, so. He's chained over here now. Only person in the room is someone on that chair over by the slowly dying fire. It's got coals in it. It looks like to keep it as long as possible. Not a cheap fire, but probably the only warmth in here, and it's still kind of cold. But a little smoky up high. Because it's not really a chimney, it's just an alcove they're letting it burn in. He's asleep, taking a nap, I guess. Chained to the bed springs. What do you guys wish to do? You're right there by the entrance. So far, no noise has been made. I yell, "What the hell are you doing?" No.
Do they see where I got shot?
We're not that
They're
close,
not that close,
to
no.
you.
Too dark.
They only have light is from the fire, which means it's kind of an erratic light on you. Looks like you maybe have been hurt, but you think that's probably the case. You've been punched out a couple times.
Shall we walk up close?
Clawed and shot.
And then we go to wake him up, we have to put his head right in front.
Let's go check the girl first.
Okay. Both of you do dex checks, just an 8, not to make any noise.
11.
You're good?
Well,
You're good. You're over there to the chair. She's out. Matter of fact, at first you almost thought she looked like an Asian, child, or maybe 14 or 15. But she looks pretty thin. She has like alabaster white skin. But as you get closer, you notice her clothing is she's an Indian. She's just very pale now. Barely alive, but she is alive. You do see like a little bit of bread and some stuff next to her, like on the little table next to the chair. Just in reach, but she's chained to the, with shackles to the chair that she's sitting on.
You do your first aid on her. I'm gonna go get him out.
Right. Go ahead.
Why do you keep looking
9.
at me?
I'm just looking everywhere.
9?
Yeah.
Melsing, you can tell is she's been bled.
She dead.
No.
Not yet.
Nope. To keep her, but she's also on heroin. So, looks like they've been injecting her and taking it out too.
So that's how you get her.
Well, no, it's just to keep her comfortable. It doesn't do anything to them. You can't shoot a vampire up with heroin and do anything to him. They're not too thick of blood flow, though. I wonder why. They're not living. So, you're over there taking care of her. You made the bare minimum, so you can see she's kind of like coming in and out of it. She doesn't like... When she sees you, she just kind of like rolls her arm over. You know, where you see like some cuts and bandages all over her.
She's expecting me to do the same.
Yeah. And then you go check on him. Yeah, he's got a bullet wound. He was tied up. And he's been punched pretty hard in the face. He's been like maybe hit with a baseball bat a couple times in the face. And here it's hit hard.
You kind of break him free.
What do you have? Anything to help with it?
No.
Okay, make a perception check, see if you can see anything in the room down here.
15.
Oh, how about the keys across? Hanging over here.
Keys.
Go get them. Take a dex roll, 8 again is all.
11.
Okay, you have the keys. Looks like it's got a couple keys on it. So it might be the ones for her too. So, go over there and start unlocking everyone. Say, make one more dex roll for both.
8.
8, yep.
Got it.
Okay. They're not suddenly hearing better or anything. They're just regular. And they, being what they are, they kind of underestimate anyone coming in and doing anything. The other ones were sleeping outside the tunnel, so hopefully they can escape in the morning next day. But you guys killed them. They didn't want to be there. Okay. You chain him. He kind of... I'll make an endurance roll. If you can get an 8... Well, no, -2, because you're down by 2 points, right?
Yep.
10.
So that'd be 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
Okay, he kind of wakes up with 1 point. You have 1 hit point right now. Because you woke up. And you see Max is unchaining you. And, make a perception check.
On my what?
Perception. 6, 7.
8. A lot of work. What do you think you're me? Get all big fancy numbers and then follow it with an ace. 5. King, a jack, and a 1. Thanks. Okay, great. Okay. 8, barely minimal. You just see Max.
I've got
So.
crap knocked out of me, so.
Yeah, he's kind of just coming in and out.
Just a fever dream.
He's got a bullet hole in him. But, you know, he's been bandaged. And licked a few times, probably. Are you going to change? Do you check it for teeth? Oh wait, vampires aren't real. Okay. Maybe they're gonna make him their next slave. Make him unconscious, see what they can do with him. Back to the old sodomy story again. Okay. So, you have him. And she's over there. What do you guys wish to do?
Leave.
Just sneak these ones out?
Mm-hmm.
Both you guys, well actually all three of you, make dex rolls. 8.
9.
Try again. Get some good new ones. You might need them to get out of here alive. Instead of deciding to start a fight with 4 of them watching you.
Do we need what?
16.
An
You
8.
need a 9. 8.
An 8?
Yeah.
Got it.
Okay. You guys head on out, get to the hallway point. Want to start crawling in there?
Yeah.
Who's going first? You make a perception check.
$11.
As you start to crawl in there, you're catching the smell of like a wet animal. And you notice something's blocking out the light on the other side of the tunnel. There wasn't much, but it's completely dark in here this time.
I tell them something's coming.
Okay,
Chop back up and tell them something's coming.
Okay. You wait. How long you want to wait? Until something happens?
Probably.
Both of you draw a card. All 3 of you draw a card. See if anyone gets a face card. That's not a face card. You got the face card. Okay. I am going to make you do a sanity check. There's everything going on. It's
Sanity.
based on your determination, and you need a 10.
Yep. Got it.
Okay. You don't flip out and lose sanity. But a wolf crawls out. Big wolf. And it looks up at you guys. He growls. What do you guys do?
You know who it is.
Count.
You stand there, you get out of the way.
I get out of the way.
Same.
Same,
Same.
everyone moves.
Yep.
He trots down the hallway. This way.
We're going that way, right?
You guys go ahead and continue your escape plans.
Yep.
Okay, everyone draw a card. If anyone gets a face card, we have a problem. Otherwise, you all get out. You're all out because they're kind of distracted. Get back to the place.
I take her to the hospital.
Take her to the
Same
hospital.
with them.
Okay, take both to the hospital. Okay.
This ain't new for you.
No, I don't.
What's your endurance?
Endurance.
Yeah. Don't worry, we're gonna take a break probably soon.
6.
So 6?
Mhm.
Give yourself 6 endurance. After a little bit of
vampires.
Yeah. Well, you. What are you doing?
Asking the doctor who's checking on the woman what.
Well, she's gonna need some blood transfusions for a while. It's amazing. She's got barely any in her. I mean, they just kept her right at that edge. Matter of fact, the only thing that probably kept her alive was when they shot her up with that mixture. It gave enough liquid so that what blood she had left could flow. So whatever sicko did this, they were like keeping it right at that point.
She gonna be able to pull through?
I think so. She seems fairly healthy. But who's gonna pay her bill?
I'll cover it.
Okay. You do know she's an Illawarkian.
You know, it doesn't matter. She still was mistreated. It doesn't matter.
Oh, yeah. Those were the same tribe that were shooting at you guys on the train.
But they weren't shooting at us. I think they were going after that bug.
Could be. But you guys were on the train, and you ended up fighting. It's the nearest tribe.
Yeah.
I mean, for all
So
we know, this could
she's
be.
not even an American citizen, so that's why he was asking, because otherwise they'll just,
Yeah, but for all we know, she could be their princess or something. We don't know.
they're savages. They don't have princesses.
Or one of the leader's daughters. Or something important maybe.
So you're keeping her as some kind of bargaining chip. I understand.
Well, no, because the deal is when she's fully recovered, let me know.
Okay. Sounds fine.
You're a doctor.
Technically, I'd be the attending doctor.
Yeah.
She's in my care.
Oh God.
They'll just send
Poor
all
kid.
billing to you for any testing or anything?
Yeah.
Okay. Well then, we will deal with that. Oh, you don't have any standing in this hospital right now, so we're not going to be able to give you any reduction on the, amount. We tried to find your license and found it was in kind of question in a couple of courts, but no one's made a final decision. As a matter of fact, it doesn't even look like anyone's proceeding with it. So I think if you just waited out a year or so, you'd probably be fine.
Yeah, it's just some people I know.
Some rich people that, didn't like you telling them they were going to die of some gout.
Pretty much.
Or
Yeah.
some other funky disease.
Well, or of course, at this time, they're also killing people in New England for being vampires because of tuberculosis. So there was some stories of vampires at the time.
Mm-hmm. And don't forget, I had dealings with the criminal underground.
Yeah, they're basically
They're trying to peg me with that, and they're not finding anything.
so
Yeah,
they kind of sit until
Oh, that's
another law is broken, then they can nail you on that one too.
yeah, and since I
Because-
haven't really.
Well, you kind of became a hero, so they're not going to want to bring it out in public.
Mm-hmm.
So you wake up, and there's some roses in your room.
Thank you.
Wasn't me.
Looks like there's a little card on it too.
You're gonna read it.
Oh yeah? Oh yeah? Try strength roll 10. Oh, let's see if you fall on the floor when you get out of this bed.
Alright, strength is 10,
Yep.
11, alright,
no, what's your
6,
strength?
7,
Yeah.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I think I got it.
He jumps out, erection solid and everything, man. Dun-dun-dun! Soldier ways. Walks over to the roses. It was really important to get to those flowers.
Apparently,
There's a note in them.
it's from the prostitute that he got pregnant.
Never know.
There's a note in it.
I'll read it.
Okay. It states, I enjoyed your stories and amazed my husband with them in the paper. He's taking care of your problem. I hope you feel better. M.H. Well, no, it wouldn't have been.
Right.
Well, yeah, she could have kept the name. She wasn't married. She didn't divorce. So M.H.
Got Dracula's.
Mina Harper.
Yeah.
Or Harker, yeah.
Yeah.
For Mia. She married him, basically. But I think, well, I guess it would have been MT then if they're using historical, but there's actually, you know, one of the things that is the argument. I think the book has come out. It came out in the late 1800s. And the Installable 7 thought it was amazing. So they went to but Vlad wasn't so happy with it. That whole thing that happened in England was just a mess because he let his loins get ahead of him. But he got me in, so it was
Are you talking the Count Dracula book?
Yeah.
The Bram Stoker's one?
Yeah. And we're kind of like splitting the difference.
Yeah.
Because, you know, anyone writes a book and never gets it right anyways. But he also did have Renfield with him.
But he's dead now.
Also, are you needing any special tests on her?
None.
I mean, do you think she should have, do you know of anything she might have been exposed to, or is she safe for others to be around her?
Yeah, she should be okay.
So, she doesn't have some Indian illness?
None that I'm aware of.
Okay.
You said, this is the 1900s that we're dealing with?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's
1897.
97. I thought 94.
Yeah, 1897 is when
Yeah.
it came out
Yeah, so
to the public.
it's still it's still a bestseller probably.
Yeah, it was like, I think back then it was top bestseller for like months
time.
for a very, very long time.
Yeah. Enough that many people made plays off of it.
Yeah, so it
Yeah.
would have. So,
I was thinking, I knew it already came out.
Oh, yeah.
Just like Prohibition hasn't started yet.
Yeah, that wasn't
But
for a while.
The groups they'd already ran into, the lady with the axe.
She was the one who is going to start it. I
Yeah.
think.
Well, basically, they started for a long time and then had to go home because their husbands couldn't cook. That was something we watched on history the other day. It was really kind of silly.
Yeah.
Fun, though.
But it was true, though.
Yeah, it's true. But, you know, husbands couldn't take care of the house. He's like, well, how am I supposed to make food? I could screw up and catch a house on fire. Or no, fixing his pants. I got to sew my pants. Well, you do it. I've got to protest. What? So I'm supposed to sew my own pants? What if I do it wrong and I catch the house on fire? She's like, what? Just fix them yourself. He leaves, and he takes a needle and goes, ow! And stabs himself and knocks a lantern over, and it falls on the floor. Oh, and then he catches on fire and then jumps out the window and is eaten by alligators. So he then jumps out the window. Or the place explodes, he gets knocked out the window and lands in the mouth of an alligator outside. And he's like, see who's the dumb one now?
He fell in the lake, or the water there,
Yeah,
where
and
the
there's-
alligator was there and ate him.
Yeah.
I looked at that and I'm going, oh God, I gotta go to sleep.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. You look at history and how things start and how things end. Some of the times it's the stupidest things that stop them.
Oh yeah, but the funny thing about that one was just that simply women, without them taking care of the man, they just couldn't get anything done.
Things
So-
were degrading
so
down.
They had to they're trying to protest, but you know, men needed to sew their clothes, so they could only protest when they didn't have to take care of everyone. But when they're like, we're gonna go protest, the guy's like, women can't protest.
Watch me.
Exactly. You know, I mean, yeah, we're not. By any means, we're not dissing.
But on the other
it's
side-
just like,
Women ended prohibition too.
yeah,
Same woman that spent a lot of money to get the president elected that stopped it, then turned around and toward the re-election, saw all the shit that was going on from it, and she's smart enough to go, no, you know, we were wrong. We need to turn that around. Well, we don't think it's good.
well, it's like
Election money? You know, like, okay.
What was it? There was a few women in there that did come to realize during the prohibition that it wasn't right because the stuff that they were drinking ended up getting banned as well. And they're like,
Yeah.
oh crap.
Well, originally they didn't think beer would be covered.
Yeah.
That's what they originally told everyone, and it ended up being, they thought like 15% or higher, like just whiskey and stuff like that.
Yeah, no, it covered
No,
everything.
It was everything. And they were like, basically because they lied about it.
Mm-hmm.
Where I live I was working earlier today. One of the neighbors over there has their own little still.
Mm-hmm.
And asked if I wanted some. I said, no.
It's illegal. You know why? Tax. And it's kind of illegal to have a still because it can explode.
Exactly.
So that's why they have to have them far from town. And a lot of times they'll leave them alone. But they will get them like if they try to sell it. Because really, you can brew your own.
Yeah, you can.
In most states and not get in trouble.
Washington
Yeah.
is one of those states you can actually brew your own stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But it has to be.
We thought one was funny is people used to buy these cubes of just like dehydrated grapes, and they would sell them at the store with directions that said, "Do not take this. Put it in a bottle filled with water and leave under your cupboard for 12 months." Or it will make wine. So, there's no alcohol in it. Nothing to sell.
True.
It's only in the process that made the alcohol,
Yep.
and that's what they used to sell them like that. So basically, you had dehydrated wine. It was legal. And you just add the water.
Yeah.
Do not do this, or you will get rewarded. Okay, let's not do that thing that...
The next stimulus check, I've already got all the stuff from Amazon ready to order for me to start brewing some of my own stuff.
Yeah, I know a lot of people have done that, but I never really got into that.
I want to give it a try, see how well I can do at it.
My brother used to do moonshine.
Okay,
Not
so
moonshine.
actually we should have said,
Yeah, but he did.
do you guys want a quick break?
What time is it?
I don't know, what time is it?
It's only 8:41.
Well, what we can do with you guys now? Max is gone again,
Temporarily.
but that's why I was going to do a break.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm trying to think anything else. Yeah. You guys will pick up with you guys meeting him and seeing what he knew, if he knew anything else that was going on, and find out what needs to be done.
Mm-hmm.
I will talk to him.
You get I will say, you start getting a couple messages, and even a couple phone calls get in from other universities who have doctors that would like to come in and visit your patient, get some measurements, find some information. They don't have a lot of documentation on it. The Illiwack tribe are very vicious.
Do they speak English or they're all
Mhm.
native? Okay, so
English, no native.
okay.
And they're talking basically because they need to, get their chance because actually she's not legally allowed in the country.
Even though technically
It's their country. Oh.
you were going this way. I was going with this.
Do you know actually St. Louis in this concept
Mhm.
is on the wrong side of the goddamn river?
Are you serious?
No, it's where it's supposed to be, but it's in Indian territory. Everything past the Mississippi in this setting.
Is Native American territory?
Yeah, that's where the line got drawn. But apparently St. Louis was strong enough it held its ground. So, hey, it got a World's Fair.
Right. I will say I have no issue with it, but I have to be present at all times.
Okay, and so you're probably gonna have to go back and check on him. They'll do it at the same time.
Because I want to make sure that that there's a decent experience. Maybe you can.
Let them have the information, but if they get too prodding and probing,
yeah, too
let's see if she
excessive.
feels the same as a normal white girl.
Yeah,
No,
that
you're
kind
not
of
having
shit.
sex with her.
Yeah, I want to make sure that
So
they
give
don't
me
go
an extra
overboard.
$10. Will it be all right?
Yeah, fuck that. I could write a book and be a number, sell a book on what I went through with around the world and make more money than you guys right now.
Well, yeah, except you don't have rights to that story.
Yeah, I don't, but I can just tell my experience.
Unless you work it out with the guy that's. But half the people. Luckily, on your side, the biggest. Well, there's also some actual legitimate companies like Campbell's
Yeah.
and Sergeant Pepper.
Yeah.
But the biggest one was the occult bookstore guy. Wilbur bought him.
Yeah.
And, well, he's not arguing right now. He was killed. Although, oddly enough, his head is missing.
Did they William Wallace him or something?
Someone. It was there until, like, the day of burial.
He.
But they also know his assistant is missing. Who was also supposed to be dead. Someone took her body. It was the green guys in the green suits came and got her body. So they could have done that too.
Yeah, there's still somebody we'll have to contend with eventually.
So, we'll give a little bit of a break time.
But
I'll get some music going again, and then we'll start up in a little bit. So,
went through Amazon to see how much all the equipment was going to cost. For me to brew my own stuff.
Oh yeah.
I'm in shock at how much it is.
Of course.
How should I buy
Try $190
That's surprising.
for everything, for all the equipment.
That's not
She
too
just
bad.
bought
I know.
her Oculus Quest
Mhm.
for like almost $400.
Well, my brother had this handmade for his still. It was all glass.
Oh yeah.
It was about from the floor to about here.
Mm-hmm.
But
Between that
Yeah.
and taxes, she doesn't have anything left.
and but the glass was
Taxes
about
for the
this,
house.
Mm-hmm.
but the glass was about that thick
Yeah.
for the compression onto it.
Well, with everything that I bought, it comes to, for all the equipment, $190. It's all gonna be shipped to me. All I gotta do is just go out and all I gotta do then is just buy ingredients, and that's it. And all I need is honey, berries, and just the yeast, and that's it. And then I just gotta let it sit for like almost 2 months to brew it in a dark room. And then after that, I just strain out the other stuff, strain out the rest of the stuff, and I got my leftover. I got my drink.
My dad one time tried that. It didn't work that well with wine. They had the little one that you got the little. It was actually like a cardboard casket, but it had a bag inside. You got all this stuff. You put it in there.
It was hilarious. My dad used to make potato wine.
Oh God.
Actually, it wasn't really that bad. But then he experimented on different types of berries and strawberries.
Never really got that much into alcohol, so I don't know.
My dad, this was when I was a kid, and our neighbor Bruce loved the potato wine. I don't know why he liked it.
I'll lump people that make their own alcohol with people that make their own meth in the same room. I don't care. You're like so desperate to get something like that.
It's just
Now,
something.
if the hobby thing, I could see, but
It's just something I wanted to try and see.
So what, are we on break?
Yes.
yeah, a little bit of break. I'll
But-
just give you a little extra time. We'll pick up soon.
No, it's just something I wanted to try.
Yeah.
See what I could do.
Now I can see, like, I used to know a lot of people that cons that made in Seattle, especially, that did the alcohol for the parties, and they would like make lots of different kinds of like ale and liquors, especially different flavors of liquors.
So,
For next Monday, Alex has floated the idea of saying we're going to hold off on a game for Monday, and instead everybody who is local plays Cards Against Humanity next Monday.
Wait, what?
possibly.
Plays what?
Cards Against Humanity.
Is it a card game?
It is kind of one of those games where you would you have white cards and black cards. So like if you're the one who's going first, you would read what's on the black card.
Pretty much, it's an adult version of. Oh god.
You ever seen Nuclear War, the game? Card game?
No.
How about Illuminati, the card game?
I've heard of that one. Alex actually has that one.
Yeah, that's kind of...
But with this one, like, it goes along the lines of, like, for example, here's one of the actual ones from the black cards. It goes, "What is war good for?"
Nothing.
And you get everybody else who, other than you, who've read the card, will drop a white card to see how fucked up they can be with what they respond with. And then you would read the card and it would come out like, what is war good for? Some of the cards
That
could say
white
nothing
drawer?
but cum stains and shit like
It's in
that.
the bathroom. Could you bring it to the door?
Give me a moment.
It's a
Oh,
fun.
I've been sitting too long.
Well, there's some like those.
Yeah, and that's Cards Against Humanity, and it's actually fun. It does.
If I am not busy setting up
New equipment? We got to start
my
doing it.
equipment,
Yeah.
because if it comes in Monday, I
You're
gotta set it up.
all up. Well, it's not going to take place until the game would normally take place, so 6:30. So
It all depends on producer, director over here.
Oh, no, we'll see what you want to do. Because just because you have it all set up, I don't see you walking away. It's all set up, now I can leave.
not to mention if you wanted to bring Devin along so he could try it out.
No, that's alright. I got, way too much stuff I got to start working on too.
But I'm getting the new gear for the studio coming in.
Well, like I said, if you, it's a thought for now. That's something he wants to do. So if you are busy, we can postpone doing it until you aren't,
Yeah.
and then go from there. Because then that also gets Bill involved instead of him just having to sit around.
He doesn't get off work until about 6:30.
Well,
37.
Okay,
well, that's the thing is we'd be waiting until you guys were able
I'm
to
gonna need someone's camera.
I don't want to get in the way.
Huh?
I'm gonna need.
Oh. You know, they make mirrors for that.
I don't have one around.
Okay. Just think it's kind of
I don't feel like.
an abuse. It just kind of gets me with phones.
I don't feel like getting back up.
There's something we were watching on something, and it was like things people use their phones for besides phones. They were just like laughing at it.
It is swollen.
A little bit?
right there at the bottom. I can see it.
The whole thing is.
I can see it more pronounced at the bottom of the base of it.
So, if you need to, like she said,
Oh, yeah.
if you need to, but you gotta let all the swelling go down so we know what we're really dealing with when it comes to fixing.
But yeah, the Cards Against Humanity, they've got so many out there as of right now. They've got Disney Against Humanity.
That's for the kids.
Yeah, but no, it still can get pretty bad. Especially if you have a sick sense of humor. All of us. It can get bad.
I have a bad sense of humor.
Cards Against Rick and Morty can get pretty bad.
How about, there was a game I was trying to remember that basically would go through many ways of destroying the world, besides nuclear, but also like through germ warfare. I think it might have been
Plague.
one of them. Plague was an option, but it was basically through a card game.
I think Alex
And
has
you go
it.
around.
Yeah, I think Alex has that. No, he has a Warhammer variant of it,
Oh, that smells better.
where you you literally play as one of the gods from Warhammer, from the Warhammer 40k game and everything.
Yeah.
So you play as one of them trying to destroy the world as that god.
That stuff is a lifesaver.
Nah. This is more just people destroying everything.
But nah, so that's what he wanted
Wouldn't want
to
to be a
Yeah,
think
if
about doing.
Okay.
if you're able to.
So,
But we'll be doing it at his place.
to
so.
continue on,
And I'll give you the address so you can go
Um,
straight there.
basically wait until a good day that you guys are able to go over.
Yeah.
You're gonna go pick him up out of there. So everyone can be fully healed if anyone was injured. Mostly you.
Yeah. Hey.
Oh, that song I was talking about, You Don't Own Me.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
So,
I'm gonna use that.
but
on
you
the
can't
record.
leave until, they come to pick you up and wheel you out.
Mm-hmm.
You know how it goes. If you can't, you gotta be wheeled out of the hospital. No, that's more of a current thing, but as well as first you show up, and there's some new guests that want to talk to you
Okay.
about your patient.
What can I do you for?
This is hello. We're a couple of detectives, and well, we have some questions on this situation.
Alright, what do you want to know?
First of all,
Could you
where did you
go
find her?
To the studio on my
She
desk
was
and grab
found
my phone?
in the tunnel system,
It's on my desk. It's plugged in.
Okay.
barely alive,
No,
along
just,
with
just my phone.
my companion,
Okay.
our companion.
Do you know who attacked them or what attacked them?
I could tell you, but you probably wouldn't believe me even if I told you.
I don't believe him.
You don't believe half the things you've seen.
It's bullshit.
Okay. What is your reason?
Vampires, to tell you the truth. But because I know that's gonna be hard to believe.
Did they have any blood on the outside of their mouths or anything? I mean,
Look, all I can tell you is I've already dealt with one, killed him, he turned to dust.
well, they look at each other. Finally, like, they close the books. It says, you finish whatever you're doing today. I know you're getting one of your accomplices out for the hospital today. But we're going to need to go back to that location.
I'll tell you where you can go.
No, you'll be coming. We'll save ourselves some extra effort in case we don't believe you. I mean, we understand you're big and famous now and everything. But there's reasons to question your background, so. Get your friends, and we'll call a few extra officers, and we'll take you to the area. Or, don't worry about how to get there. We'll even let someone else pilot the boat for you.
Okay.
We'll have it better than a dinghy you'd used from what we were able to find that was like laying around there. Someone said you were renting it through some agreement Mr. Tesla had made.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, first of all, I should mention you've had time to recharge all your weapons.
Okay.
So, grinding away. You got kind of a sore shoulder, but you can just shoot it up with some whatever. It'll feel better.
Fine.
Whatever's
Sore,
clever. See
Universal
if those guys have any more heroin. Do you have more? Hey, she needs a heroin shot. Can you bring it to me? Oh yeah. Yeah, she's feeling much better now.
I'll go and talk to the doctor and be like, don't let anybody who's not accompanied with me near her. If she finally gains consciousness, tell her to stay put. I'm trying to help her, and I will get her home as soon as we know that she is sufficient to go.
She may be here for a few more weeks. So.
Is she conscious enough to where somebody can talk to her?
Yes, if you know how to speak to her.
I will go up and talk to her real quick.
She can't speak English.
Oh, great. What does she speak?
The local language for her tribe. Iloyakin or something like that. Basically her tribe's language.
Find one.
She was
one
not,
that won't want to kill us. Well, that's bilingual.
maybe you could, let's see. Let's do a perception check as you're looking through the doctors you've been talking to and see if any of them or any people that have shown up to like study her, if any of them could speak language. So we'll say a difficulty of, oh my god, it's getting difficult. Chances are against you. Oh, then of course it does. 6, 9. I was going to start with a 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
On what?
Perception or intelligence.
Go off of intelligence.
So whichever's better for you.
16.
Okay. Find out one of them, since you want to be 1 point over. One of them can. So.
I'll take him over and...
Well, you'll need to... You can check with him after you deal with your police appointment.
Yeah.
So, Max is going to be taken along, although Max has a position of, I just came to save some friends. I didn't see it.
Well, Max will be in good company with skeptics.
Okay. Everyone draw a card to see if anyone gets a funky card. Nope, face cards. You're all good. Okay. So, you guys go ahead there. Go ahead inside. Everyone on your intelligence. No, charisma. Get as high as you want, and this is basically to make it so the police believe that you are innocent.
13.
Okay.
On charisma.
15.
The number, whatever your charisma is, and just get as high as you can get. You're trying to convince the police that you're not guilty of something.
14.
Okay. What'd you get, you said?
15.
15. Okay. Well, you're sitting there for a while. They walk you through some stuff. As you check around the area, it looks like basically up in this room, there was just a complete, like, animals tore this room up. Everything's busted up in here. They don't know where anyone could have been sleeping. They didn't find any proof of anything. There's some blood spilled over by where that fire was in the wall, where they was like burning that fire, basically a chair where they were drawing blood. But, so, this is the chair you said you found her on, so you can see the damage on the, bottom of the chair where the chain's still sitting there. And the chain's on the bed. He said he was chained to.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, they're taking some pictures of the stuff as much as they can. Takes a while though, with the pictures then. A lot of light, they got basically lighting a lot of gunpowder and stuff, and they have to wait for it to clear out afterwards. De-smoke enough to take another picture.
Yep.
So, you guys can go ahead and head on out, everyone. Draw. For a random effect.
4, 5, 6.
You're all sticking close together. Everyone, then make a perception check. We're done with the Barnhards. Hopefully.
13.
I lost my cards. And I know I've gone through 2 jokers. I probably threw my cards away.
21.
Okay.
What?
Perception.
Perception. 11.
Okay. And
With a 5.
you, Max. This is to see something interesting.
13.
13. You're all good. All but 12. So, you guys move through the caves, get ready to leave, when you all notice a shadow shoot off closer to the old ruins area, away from, where you guys were, but where the more active ruins that you guys explored already. Someone like dodged by, like they're running down that way. It was like all wrapped in like a gray cloak, and you didn't even see a face. You just saw them like running down that way. Maybe even heard. Anyone who got higher than a 15? Did you get higher? You had higher than a 15, and you had a 15, right? Max? What'd you have?
13.
13? Okay.
21.
You think you heard even footsteps as whoever was running down that way towards the ruins. And it was not Tesla or the old man who owns the land, Warehouser. Was it? No. Westinghouse. Who they've decided to hire him because basically he's already discovered enough to help pay for his experiments. So you guys helped him out a lot. He will be happy to help you later. But go ahead. That's not who you saw running down there, but it was running down towards the find that you guys, through him, made. In other words, he could be someone going to loot.
I inform everybody who's there to hear it.
They saw her too. Or him. It. I should just say it.
Thing.
Yeah. Went through. Although it did seem to have a thinner build. But nothing told you female. So. They all saw it. You actually think you heard footsteps too. Do you guys wish to investigate or leave?
I'm gonna go check it out.
Here we go again.
We're never getting out of these tunnels. You go running first. Okay. You guys gonna follow?
Yeah.
How about you?
Last thing we need is
I
a
guess.
guy.
Okay, so we'll go in that order since you seem the least interested. You're the furthest back. You're like, you watched him run off, and then Dr. Nick's like, oh, we can't just let him go. Starts following him, and you're like, fuck you guys, I'm alone now. You start following them. Does that sound about right? Okay, so you guys are heading on down there. Everyone make a perception check. I need a 14.
No.
14.
Okay.
16.
You two see what looks like in a turn where there's like a home area or like some kind of like one of those places where you found like a lot of the old artifacts and stuff that you guys went through. The old boxes that used to be like storage, remember?
Mm-hmm.
Went into someone that person or shape or whatever went into that room. You see him moving around back there, rooting around. You can't get the shadow. It looks like a shadow form more than because it's all you see. Because they didn't bring light, and it's getting dark. You guys, or not dark in like nighttime, but you're underground. Did you guys bring anything for light? I think you both have lanterns. Don't
Yeah,
you?
I have a lantern.
Okay, so the lantern's still in the shadow, and then he tries to hide behind boxes.
Come on out. We know you're there.
Moves over to like the darker corner of the room. You see the shadowed form go over. To get a better view, because there's boxes and stuff still piled up that are kind of set up to be gone through, so you guys don't really bust them up much. You just kind of looked at them originally. Most of them are like rotted wheat and stuff like that, or corn. Corn was the biggest one. So, because corn was easy to store.
Mm-hmm.
But it's probably not good corn anymore.
You.
But you guys can go. You can go. Have to go around the boxes to see if because it's hiding behind that. Do you want to enter the room and go look?
Yeah.
Okay. How about you?
Yep.
Does Max enter or just stand out and look at these idiots? Do you have a light? Okay, so you'll be left in the dark a little bit. Do you want to? There's enough candle. You have like a candle's worth of light spilling out, probably though. 2 lanterns in a room 10 by 10. Yeah. So, except for your big old bodies blocking the light, you guys go in there. Both of you perception checks again on a 12 to find the hiding bastard.
12.
Ooh, it's so close.
How far what?
Perception.
Perception.
Being sneaky.
I should have just used stealth.
14.
Well, it's so much. He's being sneaky. That just meant you could have snuck up on it, I guess.
Yeah.
Although with a lantern, it's hard to be stealthy.
This is true.
14.
It's like being stealthy with a noisemaker. Okay, you go walking up there. You see, looks like a person wearing like rags, like beat up clothing and that, a full like hood, and he's facing the corner wall. The height looks more male, you'd be thinking on the average.
Mm-hmm.
Thin body, but doesn't like have the feminine shape to it. Acting like maybe you won't see him if he just keeps facing the corner. What do? You want to yell at him? You want to say anything? You want to throw rocks at him? Kick him in the butt?
Blair Witch! Blair Witch!
Look around behind you! We all know she was just killed by her 2 friends.
I reach for my gun just to be on the safe side and go, hey, we can see you. Turn around.
Okay, did you want to look to see if you could see him? Or you just like stay...
Perception?
Yep.
14.
Oh, you made it too. You can see the shape. Both of them are shining lanterns. Didn't you make yours too?
Yeah.
Yeah, both of them are shining lanterns at the person. They're just a few feet from him going, hey, we can see you. And he's like shining, look, he's just standing in the corner like no one can see him. You yell for him to turn around?
Yeah.
And he does. But as he turns, everyone will need to make a determination roll on a 12 to understand what you see. Try to do the whole thing. Get yourself some new cards. I don't think I'm getting any of those anymore. I gotta come through a lot of random shit.
Well,
So you stay sane at this weirdness.
yes.
Max. Determination plus, and you need a 12.
15.
You're good. You've seen some weird shit in your life. Still didn't have enough to do it? Ooh, what does it come with that seat?
It's empty.
Oh.
Still! Amanda knocked shit over. You're knocking shit over. I sat there for what, 3 weeks? I didn't knock anything over.
Right.
That's what you earned your throne back, I guess. But you can't. You still adding up numbers?
16.
What? Does my
You
throne
sure had the
travel
right-
with me or some shit?
Okay.
Because I'm
As this gentleman shaped thing turns around, he's about a little taller than all of you. He's got no front half. If anything, it looks like staring at a pool of water or some kind of mirror. Almost looks like at first for a quick second, if you fail your low enough roll or pull on it, you would have thought maybe it looked like you. Because it just reflects you. Because you're the one looking at it. And at that point, you all like blunk. Okay. Everyone needs a. Let me check the stats. Is there willpower? Determination would probably be determination. I'm trying to get a different stat we haven't used for a while. No. You may choose determination or endurance, whatever you have the best chance of succeeding at. You need an 8.
Easy.
On what?
Determination or endurance, whichever you.
11.
And then tell me which ones you chose.
Endurance. And
Determination.
I could go either way, but I'm going endurance.
Endurance.
What'd you go with?
Endurance. Yours is more of a willpower thing. Theirs was their will. Ill? Was their like endurance.
14.
Okay. Okay. You all kind of, first of all, feel completely disorientated. Everything's warmer. You're outside. And you're with 2 Native Americans wearing nothing but loincloths. They look just as confused as you do. Anyone may choose to do anything freely because no one's doing anything yet.
Try to say something to him, I guess.
Okay? What do you want to say?
Hello, and who are you?
What are you guys doing? Just waiting to see what happens?
yeah.
I'm in danger. I'm in danger.
Damn, didn't work.
One of the Indians asks, "Who are you?"
I'm Max. This is Nick. This is Garrett.
Okay, first of all, you don't see Nick and Garrett anywhere.
I'm Max.
Okay? Make a perception check.
Ah, shit.
12.
Okay, you just realized something. Your voice has gotten deeper.
The fuck?
Been sucking on some hexafluoride, have
And
you?
you're not wearing a top.
I'm an Indian.
One of the Indians says, "I am Max." You are all 3
Indians.
Hohokian Indians. You see the runes as they would have been above the ground. Everyone needs to get an endurance check on 12.
13.
Yes, we just use all your own stats.
Yeah, 13.
Okay.
16.
Okay. How about you? Just need a 12.
Quit saying fucking numbers because I lose where I'm at.
Okay.
$15.
You all kind of
That is the 4th time I've had to count.
feel a cramping to your stomach.
Too many burritos.
You feel hungry than you've ever felt before. Like, you look, and you're like on the edge of starvation.
They're starving.
Which is you starving.
I'm gonna go find food.
Where do you do? Okay. We're going to go with, there are, and these locations will matter a lot. So, because when I ask you guys to search for things and stuff like that, we're going to have the, what we call the town, the forest, the river, which includes like the bank and all that, and we're going to say river, forest, town. Oh, mines. There's some proof that they have mines. We're doing some kind of mining. So, you are currently kind of in between them all. So you guys may choose which direction you want to go for anything you guys want to do, such as, in your case, wanting to search for food. Where will you go look for food? I should erase that because that's no longer an issue. You were saying town? Just draw the same map I did for me. River, forest, and mines. You see some other area where they're digging underneath. You guys are right there in the middle.
I'm gonna go look at the river.
You had the river?
Yep. So get some fish or something.
Okay.
I guess I'm going to the forest.
You know the forest. What are you looking for? Food?
Food in the forest. Berries, something.
Okay.
What is that one over there?
This one? It's a
Mine.
mine. People going underground.
And the other one over there?
Town?
I'm gonna check out the town.
Okay. Since you're all searching for food, or you're looking, what are you guys looking for?
Food in the forest.
Or are you like just gonna go talk to people? What do you? You're looking for food.
Through the forest looking for food.
Okay.
I'm checking out the town and see who's there.
Okay, looking for people. Draw on those cases. In your case, it's charisma. You two are perception. You're looking around for food.
16.
7.
7. Okay.
$17.
Okay.
Had to do one higher than me, huh?
No, don't
Yeah,
you
yeah.
start. I already got a joker to fucking get all this shit. Don't you start with me, Max. You are now male officially. It hurts if you jump over something.
You're a man now.
Just on the outside, not on the inside.
That was always the case. And the Aztecs actually understood that more than some societies did at the time. You throwing your stuff around?
Apparently.
Okay. You go to the forest.
Yep.
Yeah, doing a bit. You see
Wait up.
some
You want a drink? You want to try this?
squirrels here and there, but not a whole lot of them.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of the smaller animals, you know, aren't around so much. Like, it looks like they've been kind of picked through. The question would be, how are you attempting to get one of these? You only have, currently, a loincloth. Same with every one of you. You don't have a stick, nothing. You can start collecting crap.
Question: are we flipped in time?
You don't know.
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Yep.
I still have all my skills though, right?
Yes. Only thing also I need is everyone to do an intelligence check to see if you guys have possibly realized what's going on.
Intelligence.
13.
Okay.
8.
Okay. Max. What'd you get?
On my intelligence?
Yeah.
5.
5 total? Okay. You two still aren't sure what's going on. You're pretty sure it's starting to feel like this is Cahokia. It shouldn't be here anymore. So you left. You went into the forest. The forest is too thick. This is like this area you saw is pretty much dirt and rocks now. You guys have been walking around that island for a while, remember?
Mm-hmm.
And this area is bare. It's like part of the shore, actually. River may have moved some, which sometimes the Mississippi would do. So, how do you wish to catch one of these food items? But any scavenging? Oh, this place looks pick clean of that.
Mm-hmm. Would my naturalist work at all?
Yes.
Okay, I got that.
Okay. So, using that skill, which is you maybe make snares or stuff like that, give me a 14 because they are not very many. Get there however you need to.
14.
Okay. What did I say for the number? God damn, I should write this down.
14.
I was thinking.
Yeah.
Okay. You have now. You may write this down anywhere you want, or I can give you a 3x5 card if you want for now.
Yeah, that'll work for now. Just something temporary.
This is your new. Yes, this is your new items list. You have a 3x5 card. Enjoy. You may write down one scrawny squirrel and one snare, which is used to catch the scrawny squirrel. Okay, Max. Head to the river. River seems kind of less than normal. But it looks like it's been flooding because also it's muddy. Canoes are pulled way back. They look like upside down tortoise shells almost, but they're like just stretched out into a circular pattern. Now you just roll up, flow down on those. But they're like a good 20 feet from the water line. Other than that, make a perception check. Higher, the more stuff you find that may be helpful for you.
12.
Okay? You find not only a boat, as you could use it as, a flat round canoe, kind of like I said, upside down, like a bowl, floating on the water. But also, you find a net. Funicello. Do you wish to go try?
Sure.
What skill are you using to do so? Do you have anything that you can like apply to it? Like in his case, natural.
Nope.
No? Okay. You need a Not 10, because you have better equipment this time, than he had. Nope. You sitting there for a few hours throwing the thing, get nothing but a muddy net. It looks like the canoes are kind of a communal thing. So you really didn't take any much canoe. Everyone just comes up and uses the one they have, the ones that they're there for the town, and do their job and put it back afterwards. Cleaning the mud off them a little bit and putting them upside down so they can dry out. You go into town. You have a charisma. What, you got a 7? What do you do when you get in town? There's people walking around. A lot of people look hungry. Some people here and there begging.
I ask them, where are we?
They kind of look at you like you're crazy.
That's
They
besides
basically
the
say the capital.
point. And what year is this?
They give you a number that kind of has to go through a strange filter year ahead because they don't count it by when Christ was born.
That far back, huh?
Yeah, well, a white man brought that system of counting. Make an intelligence check. You need an 8 this time total.
Intelligence. So you need a 4. I got 2. That's 6. Got it.
Okay. Hey. You got the idea finally, looking around, because you were part of the team that helped check it out. This all used to be underground. This is called Kia. And yes, you're in the past.
How far back?
Apparently, well, these people don't live here now.
So a few dozen decades.
Well, actually, 1300s. If you counted that. White people won't be here for a few hundred more years, 300 more years.
We waited a little bit.
1300s, and now we're in the 1900s.
So, only thing is, people are not looking at you like you're one of them. Your whole asking questions is really weird.
I just start walking away, go back to find my crew.
You're like, ooh, before I piss you guys off,
Mm-hmm.
I will leave. You do notice some people go by that seem to be healthier. And they are wearing lots of feather and fancy clothing.
They're the rich.
Carrying big, symbols on sticks. Religious rich.
Okay. Well, I go look for my partners.
Okay. We just go back to meet the middle, all of you?
Yeah.
Okay. We have a snare. Do you keep your net? Just in case? Okay, write down a net. Did you want a card book? Or are you going to just write down paper? Okay. You have a snare and a scrawny squirrel. And you have dirty looks.
That's a normal
A lot of
thing.
people begging in town. But that's Kokia. Guess you went and talked to them and found out.
Yeah, tell my crew exactly what time we are, too.
As far as best you can tell. It comes out as meaning in your heads the 1300s. Towards the end. Which no one actually knows when they disappeared, but
What do you think? How did we go through time?
Bet you it has something to do with those runes and whatever we found.
Or it could be that guy, the mirror.
Thing is, you need runes to activate something like that.
I don't know. I want to go back.
Let's check out the mine. I think this is the last place. There might be something there of importance. And there's got to be a
First
reason.
of all, everyone, roll perception check. I just need an 8.
Got it.
Since you're in town, this is a noise that's happening in town.
No.
12.
2 of you hear it. Sounds like a gong. It's the gong show going on in town. Does that sound fun?
Should we go see what the hell's going on?
Everyone seems. People are coming out of the forest, out of the mine, from the river where they were fishing, dropping all their stuff and heading in that direction. But it seems to be, although people seem tired, and you probably notice a couple funerals going on in town. People dying. Not a good time. But people are starting to look like they're having a celebration a little bit. Like a little bit of a party going on. But, you know, with a bunch of sick people. Don't worry, if you guys stay long enough, you'll get to make more and more endurance checks as people are starving. Although you do have a squirrel. What are you going to do with your squirrel?
Hold on to it and get more eventually.
Get more. I'm going to take over the squirrel market.
I am the Rat King!
Alright, we're back to that.
Nope. I will be blazed with squirrels.
Laser
King of the
squirrels.
squirrels.
Sitting squirrel.
Don't sit with the
Blazed
squirrels. You'll go
The
blind.
squirrel master.
Do not sit with the squirrels. Okay. Everyone heads into town. To the biggest pyramid. Where, like some of those people you saw, like the ones that look healthy, are living there, or sitting there, setting up for a big old festival. And everyone, well, I should say everyone, so the healthiest of the men are coming forward and getting, like, lined up at the edge of the pyramid as the priests are coming down the pyramid as if to meet them. What do you guys wish to do?
I'm going to say a little farther back
Same.
Yeah.
Okay?
and watch.
You know,
Don't want to get involved?
Not yet.
God only knows. It could be a human sacrifice for all we know.
That's what I was thinking.
Cahokia?
No. I do know, but
You know.
historically they didn't know for sure if that's what they were doing, but they could be akin to the Aztec.
It is a human sacrifice. They're gonna take someone up to the top of the pyramid and kill them straight off.
Well, let's hope it's not one of us.
These people are all lined up as volunteers for a ritual. They have an idea
They're all pointed at you.
in what they're going to do
Mirror.
to bring back the pride to the gods of our
Oh God!
This one goes on for a while. And it comes down to the point where what these people are volunteering to do is akin, as you guys would see it, a scavenger hunt. They need someone who finds 5 items. And it seems, oddly enough, let's do an intelligence check. See if you guys realize something looking into the hole, is watching them.
7.
11.
Okay. Uh-oh, you're in trouble. Max had to pull out calculator.
16.
See? You two realize that they're breaking into groups of 3. The people that all lined up to join as a group, the 3 main gods. Show the Trinity idea. Apparently it goes out throughout history. Always one left out. 2 having fun and one left out. Great society. How many movies are based on that concept?
Quite a bit.
Yes. So,
Either the Holy Trinity or the mocking of the Trinity, everything.
it's all before that, of course. Or
Here it
before
comes
they
again.
knew of it.
Here it comes again.
Ooh. So, they're being asked to find 5 items. And they're going to give everyone a further chance to volunteer, as they understand that people are not doing well. But hopefully they would be able to save everyone with this. You guys kind of sit back still. You're like, I ain't volunteering for this shit.
Exactly.
Okay. They list off a bunch of items, 5 items. They want them to go find. Let me see the item. They will find these items, and these items will be vital to the spell that will satiate the gods. And they'll all be put into a corn husk person that will be like the representative of the god. Because, well, first of all, we've done the hell out of the human sacrifices. And 2, none of us are worthy enough of a sacrifice for the gods. And also, some say, yeah, and you wouldn't allow your daughter to be sacrificed anyways, which apparently the king's daughter, priest king's daughter, would be the one that should be sacrificed normally. So, the items, I'll just state forward, a sacrificial dagger, seashells, an astrological wheel, corn, which is not going to be easy to find now, and a small pyramid about the size of a Rubik's Cube. These items are hidden all over the place. But you guys are not being allowed to go if you didn't already step forward. So everyone else will stay here in the town square.
Are you okay?
As these groups will go off to find things. So just staying around. You can decide if you want to talk with people, be a charisma check. Do you want to like look around for, just within your area, be like perception or intelligence, see if you can read some of this stuff here and there, whatever stat you want to use that makes sense. And don't just use strength to like, I want to pick up these chairs. If you really want to do it, I'll let you, but come on.
I'll socialize.
Okay, that'll be a charisma check then.
Or on my social.
Oh, what, you're socialist?
Mm-hmm. No, it's socialize.
Socialize a skill?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Since it's a skill doublet, you need to go? Do you need to step out? Sounds like it.
It's hurting real bad.
Well, you can step out, dear.
My brain came back.
No, it's not the migraine.
What is back?
It's your back. Right below the knot, right? Between the 2 shoulder blades.
I got a fucking kidney flare.
Down lower by the ribs. Okay. Get some water in you. Do you want some Miralax? Okay. Well, as you said, things that would like help you.
No, it's already coming out.
Okay. Got it. Which way you want to go? Front room? Bill's gonna have to move then. Run! The flood is moving! Don't kill her character.
Oh, fuck.
So, you guys, are going to, you said tuck or
Socialize, yeah.
go ahead, double it as a skill, and then pull on that. So we get
8.
ow, 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 ow. Right here. Well, right here you have a big, bump. I don't see anything here. Maybe there's a little. I don't know how tight this usually fits. Maybe I'd take it off and just wear the t-shirt.
I'm just that swole.
Then take it off. You don't need to worry about it.
Yeah.
We'll try to look at ourselves. Mom boobies. Okay.
Leave them raw.
Now, so socialize with people.
Yeah.
What'd you get for a number?
8.
8. Well, you pick up people generally talking about, like I was already saying, about the who they think should be sacrificed.
Mm-hmm.
But principal note, even though he's mad at her right now, because she's been seen with a common man, a soldier, or just a hunter, but not of the religious caste.
Yep, I'm swole.
What are you doing?
I'm just looking around, watching people, trying to figure things out.
Perception or intelligence? What do you want?
Intelligence.
Okay, pull. Let's see what we get.
Which one's higher?
Intelligence or what?
Perception, either one. Which one's
Perception.
higher?
What I'm doing for the difference is
Five.
Intelligence is watching
Perception.
people's body language, stuff like that. Perception's just looking around for stuff.
10.
10? You said perception?
Mm-hmm.
Looking around, except for right now, there is some, equivalent would be some flatbread type, small, almost cookie sized, are being brought out, for people. But only about half the people are eating them. Kids are eating them more so. It's for some food, apparently. It's all they're being given, though. They would possibly break out some corn, but there's one of the items we wanted them to find, so we can't have it being supplied here. So some people are upset that they were expecting, a half a cup's worth, palms full of corn today. And they said maybe after it's all over. That's what you picture. That's what you picked up with your perception of what's going on in the area. Not much for food. Bad weather. Lots of flooding's been lately. They're hoping to appease the gods. Even had some problems with disease lately. So, you guys just wait around to see when this little hunt thing ends?
I'm going to.
Both of you guys draw a card, see if I get a face card. Okay? Man, you're just dodging them encounters. You're like, I'm not looking anywhere. I don't see that thing. I don't see that winged animal flying above our head. No. I ignored the dragon. Well, finally a group gets them. Very happy to have gotten them. And they're brought in for the ritual. But at that point, there is a panic happens as you see her lady screaming from the far side of the compound. She's screaming that she can't find her daughter. The daughter being the daughter of the priest, king.
Okay.
She's missing. So everyone's wondering, where could they have gone? And people are starting to gather into search parties looking for her. Both of you guys do a charisma check to see what you hear from people around.
Dude. Charisma 5.
5? How about you over there? Playing with your cards like you get free ones.
The last one.
That one anymore. That one.
Rumble on mine too.
That one. That one. Yeah, for stats. Not that yet. Not that yet. Okay.
13.
13? Okay. What was yours? 7?
Yes.
7. We won't even talk to you anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
So, what you get is some people are suspecting that she may have taken off with her lover. Some even say that they'd secretly married. But everyone's arguing over where they think they could have went.
Can we get a basic description of what she looks like?
Yes. They'll show the younger sister, who's like 2 years younger, looks similar to her, just about half a foot taller.
Anything indistinguishing about her? Anything unique?
She had a long left thumb, which was odd. Some say that, they like that was a sign that maybe she should enter the priesthood. She had almost like a longer thumb on one side. But other than that, she was perfect.
Go over to where they...
Now, since perfection is based upon pretty much the mother in this society, she wasn't far from it.
I go up to the mom and say, hey, can you take me to where you last saw her?
Oh, well, first, she said she was just in her room in the palace.
Might I take a look? I might be able to find something to point to where she went.
Make a charisma of 12. Why should she listen to you?
Immediately got the Joker.
Fine. Because you know what?
One of new days, new cards.
That should help.
Or get worse.
Possibly get worse, maybe? I don't know. Do I want to risk it? $18.
Okay. I'd say some additional information you find, though. I was also looking at was I should mention they were there's basically a tribe's war chief, which is the one that was supposed to be married to her. Seems quite angry, and he's quite a violent man with a nasty temper, and he's demanding he'll start sacrifices unless someone gives him up. He's sure that someone's hiding him.
Well, he will be the next person we take a look at.
I wish to take a look at that room to see if there's any indication where she could have gone.
Or like a clue.
What'd you get? You said
18.
she's desperate enough to let a commoner go look if it's gonna help.
Mm-hmm. Thinking I'm in her room now.
Yeah.
I have all my normal abilities, right?
Yep.
Okay then. You know what that means?
Yeah. Go right ahead.
Master Detective.
She has some pretty dirty clothes. Like, they were exposed to a lot of dirt. Being would be equivalent of a princess. I mean, what duties did she have to close dirt?
Okay,
So it was like basically what she was doing in her leisure. Looked like someone was crawling through caves or stuff.
The mine, possibly.
You guys want to go check that?
Yeah, let's go check out the mine.
Make a perception check for both of you guys. See if you can pull it off.
Perception. Perception. 5, 6, 7.
You gotta keep that queen though.
Yeah. Sorry. Keep that.
I got a 14 on it.
So perception. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
10. And what'd you get?
I got a 14.
Okay. Most of the people, because they were called out during the ritual, were out of the mines. So you guys start heading that way. But there are some others heading towards the mines too. Just you guys are ahead of them. So checking around in the mines, you find over towards like the entrance is some like jars or things like that. Like basically they would have been for food or water or whatever. Like someone camped here for a little bit as they got ready to before going down there. Got rid of their unnecessary stuff. Changed the clothes to like some less dress and more utilitarian style. And dumped all that stuff right here. So you're pretty sure that's probably what they did. If it was they, remember? She was supposed to be she like fell in love with someone supposedly, but had the tribe's war chief, a big violent 8-foot tall.
Can I run an investigation on this area?
Yeah.
10.
Okay.
I do have that. Yes.
They went deeper. But you notice something. The walls are old. Like parts of the stone of the Kohikian people was here before they were. Well, you expected to see fresh walls. They weren't.
Okay.
Even then. They were there before them. Some of the biggest stones.
Okay.
Looking at some of the walls, it actually talks about giants living here. And they built the city before, and then they left the city. And the rest of the Kohikian people, the Mississippian people, founded after them and built the city on top of their city.
Okay.
You don't know anything about this story of that, but you have heard stories about giants in the mountains north of here, towards Michigan it would have been.
Okay.
If Michigan's there. I'm not sure.
Well, if this is during where North America is, then it technically the city wouldn't be there, the state wouldn't be there, but the area would still be there.
Yeah, just not there, not American.
Yeah.
So, the Michigan natives having problems. Okay.
I guess go deeper into the mines.
Okay. Both of you guys do perception check again.
12.
Perception. 14.
Okay. You said 12.
Yeah.
Okay, at this point, I need determination checks.
5.
15.
Okay. And you had what?
5.
Yeah. So, to start with, you need an endurance roll. Starvation check again, 12. Stomach pains again.
9. 13.
Endurance.
13? Okay. And everything's gone kind of like
13. Endurance?
flashy lights, yeah.
15. Sorry.
Okay. You didn't pass out, but you have like flashy lights on the inside of your eyeballs. Like just, you get really, maybe
One.
dex roll of 8. Or pull
Dex.
of 8. That's all you need. To stay on your feet and not fall over.
Got it.
Okay, so you stay on your feet, but you're dizzy. You kind of also get the same kind of like, you know, something's wrong, like a blink almost.
Mm-hmm.
But everything's still alright. You hear noises up ahead. Like, come on, hurry up.
Speed it up a bit.
Speed check. I need a 12. For both of you. 12, you'll need a 12 to stay up with him.
Speed.
Yeah.
5, 6, 7, 8. 9. Yeah, I got it.
Okay, how about you?
16.
Man, you guys just running like you haven't even eaten that scrawny squirrel yet, which you haven't.
No, I haven't. You're not gonna eat the thing raw.
I will.
You run along the forest, and you hear him, and but they keep running from you. But you did like catch sight of them for a second in the caves.
Mm-hmm.
But you've gotten to the end of the mine area, so there's no light unless you bring light.
Light from whatever they're using in the mine.
Okay. Something wrapped, almost like tar.
Well, that'll burn for a while.
Yeah. Tar on the end of a stick. Wrapped up with fabrics. Do the same, both of you?
Yeah, that'll burn for a while.
Both of you perception checks, see if you can guess the right way to go after you got everything ready.
Perception.
10.
10.
Okay. We'll assume you're following behind him.
Okay. Sorry, I had to go in there and scream into my sweater.
Okay. You feel better?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Sometimes all you need to do is scream.
Well, the pain's still there.
You made her what?
10.
And you got a...
10.
Oh. No. Suddenly, by the time you found your torch and you came back, it doesn't look right. Both of you make endurance checks.
15.
6, 7. 17.
Jeez.
I was gonna try to kick our ass later.
Oh, no, you guys are fighting off starvation really well. You just feeling really hungry. Basically, if any of you fail, you're going to take damage. The difference. Feel like you've been searching for a long time.
Investigation, see if I can see any tracks of where they would have gone.
I got the ones that would actually work great for a spy.
Yeah, well, both of you go perception check, though.
Perception.
Yeah, this is something else going on at the same time.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10,
12.
13.
Okay, you both start to notice the smell of smoke coming from the direction where you already been.
Go that way.
No, the smoke is coming
From behind you.
Oh, from behind?
Yeah.
Okay.
Matter of fact, though, it gave you a direction that you're pretty sure that's where you came from. You weren't even sure for a while. Like,
Okay.
you're starting to get confused for a second.
Alright, so now that we have our bearings,
You
continue
have
on.
3 routes you can go. Left, right, or middle. All of them head roughly that same direction. In a 30-degree arc.
Can I do a, for foot traffic?
Yeah, go ahead.
15.
Okay. You find tracks, but they look old.
Okay. Anything fresh?
Nothing fresh.
Which way are they going? All directions?
No. Went down the middle.
Alright, then that's the way we go.
Both you do perception checks.
Wow, the first time I've actually failed it.
11.
7.
Okay. Neither of you made it. Now you need endurance checks, because actually that smoke is starting to get thicker.
Jokers.
How far what?
Endurance. You need to have 14 this time.
12.
Okay. Okay. You guys, about this point, both realize what has happened. Shortly after you guys came in, someone lit a fire outside the entrance to smoke people out.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
But you don't see anything except for the smoke starting to pool. Like, it doesn't have a way out necessarily down this direction.
Mm-hmm.
You get up a little further, you see some people like huddled down on the ground.
Keep going forward. Get closer to him.
Okay. Endurance check for both of you at 14 again. She's almost crawling in the smoke now.
Or what?
14 on your endurance.
Endurance. No, there's no way. I got a 7.
What you get when I draw your cards, too. Face card.
15.
Okay. You find him. Up ahead a little bit.
Okay.
Kind of an embrace. But they're not moving.
Check for vitals.
Go ahead.
Off my medicine.
Yep.
Eat. 15.
Okay. They're like basically dying of carbon monoxide poisoning right now. Do a perception check.
10.
Okay. You don't know where the other two went.
What 2 are these ones?
Max and Garrett. It's getting smokier and thick. And they apparently got lost on the way here.
Shit.
You see a location where possibly you could climb up and hope it opens up, but you don't know if it's going to. But it has a small flow, but it doesn't seem much. Like smoke's going in that direction, but.
I can't take the risk, I guess.
Okay. Go ahead and do a strength check. Need a 12, and then I want an endurance of 14. Check.
Endurance of 14.
Yep.
Strength, that's 7. And the strength was
12.
12.
Strength.
In strength.
Yep. So you made it if you get this 12 strength. You climbed. What was your endurance check?
That's 14, so it's going to be a. Yeah, so 16.
Okay. So you're climbing up higher. A little bit of smoke coming through. But, you know. Do you want to keep climbing?
Yeah, I'll keep climbing and see where it
This
goes.
time you need a 14 on your strength.
Stay there. What do I need on endurance?
16.
It goes up by 2 every time.
Yeah, because you're still hungry, too. You don't have time to cook your squirrel now.
$16 on strength.
Okay.
And you said 16 on endurance.
Yep.
That's probably gonna hit me a little. What do I need a luck of?
Don't have luck. That's tons of trolls. I kill you in luck.
On endurance.
Okay. And you needed a 16, so you take
Yeah.
3 points damage.
Yep.
Basically, also part of that is you're scratching and tearing yourself to get crawling into this hole. So you're starting to catch yourself here and there. Determination roll at a 9 or 3, because that's what you failed by, right? 3 points?
Mm-hmm.
And you need a 8 minimal. 12 would be better.
12.
Okay? You start to panic for a second, but you catch yourself. You're fine. You may still only need a strength of 16, but this time your body needs an 18.
Uh, 12 on strength.
So you didn't move any.
And 16 on.
Endurance.
Yeah, no.
So you made that.
Yeah.
Okay. Draw a random card.
6.
Okay. Same as that 6?
Yeah, heart.
You feel you've just gotten yourself stuck. Like you crawled into a corner, a spot. Determination roll, both of you. Or pull. Sorry. You get the
11.
Endurance.
No, determination.
Oh, determination. 14.
Okay.
$11.
11. 14?
Mhm.
Okay. You're standing there, trying to climb a wall. You are just standing in the same place you were before, except for you're actually laying down on the ground, like you were starving to death. But you're fine now, yeah. And Max is nearby. You're in that room again.
Alright. Should we kill him and eat him? Would everybody really know?
The mirror man isn't there.
Hmm?
The mirror man that sent you guys off,
Hmm?
he seems to have disappeared in between. So you guys are alone in this storage room. Or cave, because you're underground again. You're where you first disappeared. Now, both of you perception checks. Only need an 8.
Got it.
Okay? Go ahead. Let's do it. Make it.
Made it.
Okay. Now, I'll fill you in on the information. But standing in the room are two, well, the two young lovers you saw lying on the ground. They're standing there as ghosts. You can see through them. As they look at you, this is what you realize, what you kind of know of the situation, what you just went through.
Mm-hmm.
At the end of the Kokian society, as people were starving and there's floods and stuff like that, basically everything was falling apart. Legend of Soda nowadays is the Legend of Soda Caves, which goes all the way back to Native Americans, which you kind of just experienced. The story goes that a young woman fell in love with one of the men in the village. Her feelings were reciprocated, and the two secretly became a couple. They were unable to marry, however, because the girl had already been promised to the tribe's war chief, a violent man with a nasty temper. One day, the war chief discovered that the girl had been seeing her lover, and he became enraged. Before he could violently lash out, however, the young couple had fled the village and took refuge in the caverns, planning to wait for the danger to pass. Unfortunately, however, the war chief tracked them down and attempted to smoke them out. He and his warriors stationed themselves outside for 2 months, half of them dying of starvation. So he hoped he would have a chance to kill the man. Rather than surrender to the war chief, the two remaining in the cavern until they starved to death. So there's kind of a time dilation thing happened there for a second when you guys, before you came out. You kind of like found them after they'd been there for a while. Starved to death. And, from the smoke.
Yeah.
But they waited longer in reality before he started that. They didn't come out after a week, so he started that. They say that at night, if you listen closely enough, you can still hear them weeping. That what's more, if anyone tries to enter the cavern where they reside, they will lash out at intruders, believing the interloper to be the chief of one of the warriors. It has to do with a story actually that you have that's in the area, in the tunnels. So
So what did they do?
here you are.
What did they do? Lash out at us, or just showed us what happened?
No. They're like letting you know, but the Mirror Man must have had a reason. He always has a reason. He's actually a version of him appears in their religion of the three. He was a reflection of the other two and would always be able to balance them out. But you don't know if that has anything to do with the Mirror Man you ran into. Mirror Man looked like a vagabond running around, and his front half was mirror, like watery like surface. You remember falling into him. Like all of a sudden he was the ground and you were falling. And you splashed through to the other side and became who you were there.
So we were in all reality, we were just three.
But the two spirits also look pleased because you now know the story, and they fade away.
The three of us probably were at one point
In time.
reincarnated.
No, we just slipped through time.
Well, remember what it said too. It was possible who we were then.
Yeah, but see, we're not the.
Also depends on the character, on their personal beliefs that they believe in reincarnation or not,
Yeah,
too.
that's
So
true.
that's left to interpretation. But you guys were for a while someone else, and taking the knowledge you had went because someone had to know what had happened, and they were haunting the area and suffering because no one knew, no one had found them.
Let's get the hell out of there.
But at least you did that, and apparently the Mirror Man used you guys to free the ghosts.
Has he shown up quite a bit when I'm not usually here?
Only a couple times, actually. One time, remember when someone had an encounter where they were being attacked by some invisible guy? There were two people fighting, and they went to the sheriff or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was him. Neither of them can see him when he's facing him.
So he's neither good nor evil.
He's equal.
He's just been like, yeah. There's a story actually with the Gray Man in the area. That
him.
So let's just get the hell out of the area.
And go finish what we were doing.
Well, you'd already finished everything stuff, so you guys get back, you can collect stuff. And then we will be ready, and we will actually call that for now. And make sure I've marked everything. Take your 4 experience points.
4?
Yep. Let's check here. We did that. Oh, you found the lone Illiwak, the blowed girl. You saved her, so that's good on your side. Kind of Mirror Man, Shadow Ragdoll. Went to Cahokia, scavenger hunt. And you ran to the Bat Boys. Or we can enter there. Or I could let you guys do something that has to do with what's going on.
Let's finish it.
Okay?
What time is it?
10:22.
Yeah, and you got to get him home and everything, so. We can stop there easily.
Okay.
Because now we have, like, only 4 things left to do. And I'm going to have to start reading the next mission, which actually, you guys find out what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Remember the item that caused the whole problem?
I think so.
That was captured by Max from the lady whose body's missing?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, besides checking on that whole situation, which is we're starting to approach, we're to, he found out a place where the item can be returned. And then, basically, by doing so, it destroys it. So it won't be able to be used again. So you guys will have a journey to Spider Island.
Oh, fun. So
But that's the next mission. As well as you get the rights this time to anything you guys discover, like,
So 4 points.
4 experience points.
I got 50. And I can start using some of that next.
Well, yeah. You can use them now if you want it.
I'm not sure what I need it for.
I'm bumping up my guns.
You can use them to raise stats. Like, what things have you done that you wish you'd had skilled at? Like, do you want a skill at Cutlass?
Let's see. Where would that be? That's
You don't have one right now.
okay. Then Yeah, I can use that.
Okay. Do you want it like the same as your guns are at? So it's like 6. So it costs you 7 experience points to put that stat. A cutlass skill. So under weapons, put cutlass.
Cutlass.
6. Now I'll worry about writing down the actual damage for you
And
later.
I'll take how much off of that?
6.
6?
7 points.
7?
1 point for the skill. 6 points per 1 point per level.
What about if I want to get actual points into the
44.
radiation gun I got?
What do you mean points into it?
Like a +4, +5, stuff like that.
Do you have a gun skill?
Yes, I do. I have a +1 in it. I have a 1 in it.
We're gonna say we'll just call them Tesla guns.
Mm-hmm.
It's easier to remember the connection.
Just gonna put T guns.
Yeah. And I will allow you to buy it for 1 point,
Mm-hmm.
and every point after that, and that will count as a chance to hit bonus.
Okay, so
Since you have 4 points, if you went just with that, but do you have anything left from before?
No.
That'd be 3 points in your gun.
Okay, that's fine with me.
Okay.
I can start boosting that up. That's all I needed to hear for that one. So now I can boost that up.
Legacy, anything else I could use on.
Anything you think of that you almost died because you couldn't do?
And then after that, I'm
Or
gonna
you can
start,
increase something you have. You can take anything up to a 12.
I'm gonna start boosting everything else up.
12 is the max you can get to, unless you have an unhuman ability. I'm serious about that. You need something like supernatural, or you get a strength that's higher because someone replaced your body, your upper body, with like metal parts. You can't work out and break 12.
Well, it's nice to know that the max is 12 because that means that's where you can strike and build everything
Yeah.
too, and then just be OP.
Yeah. But there's also things sometimes for story-wise.
I'll have to look at it later.
Yeah, that's fine.
My brain is.
We're going to call it there for everyone. I hope you enjoyed watching. We'll be back every Wednesday for this. Friday's superhero game is in question off and on. So we haven't had enough players lately. We'll see what's going on. And then on Sunday we still have fantasy game. So we'll see you all people then. I hope you like, subscribe, tell your friends to watch. Hope you enjoyed.
See ya.
Bye-bye.
Good day, good night, good evening, good afternoon. Bill is out back in the East room. Let me know about Monday, and if you're able to, then we'll just hold off game for that day, and we'll play some